Hmm. Shut. Testing sound. Testing sound. Okay, we'll get started in just a couple moments. So for tonight's practice, please have a blanket, a couple blocks, and your yoga mat. And please have a layer if you need it for as we finish practice. When we practice in the evening, or you can use a blanket as your layer. When we practice in the evening, it's nice to be warm as we finish and cool down. Okay? So hello and welcome. If you're new to practicing with me, please know that you can always go at your own rate, your own pace. Everything is an invitation and not necessarily a strong direction, but an invitation to see how something feels within your body. And tonight's practice will be what I deem an evening flow. So it could be appropriate any time of day, but we're going to start in a little bit of a reverse situation from how I've been teaching in the AM. So again, you could practice at any time. It's the invitation to change the perspective and the order of operations a bit. I know that sometimes we are forced or invited to change things up, right? To have a lot of unknown going on. And so that perhaps will be how this practice will be for us tonight, kind of changing things up. So please come to your back to start in Shavasana, starting in final relaxation. So you might come all the way down, often any support, and come to rest on the back. I'll meet you there. And if you're practicing with me live, welcome. And if you're practicing later, then definitely welcome. And it's great that you're here. So as we come to the back, let's take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale out through the mouth. The navel draws back. And then inhale through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. The navel draws back. Good. Go ahead and do a few more of those breaths at your own pace, filling up the belly and the top chest. And letting the breath move out from top to bottom, chest to navel. One more breath here. And as we exhale, simply place both feet on the earth. Pause there. And then draw both knees into the chest. And go ahead and take hold of either the shins or the outer feet. And just pull those knees in towards the chest. Take a little bit of a rock side to side. Massaging the low back. Good. And then release that position. Let's draw both knees into the chest. And then please take the arms out to a T. Squeeze both knees together. And as we exhale, let your knees fall off to the left, not quite to the floor. Inhale, draw to center. And exhale, knees towards the right, not quite to the floor. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Move with your breath. Here I have the palms face down. With the palms face down, you get a little bit of stabilization through the shoulder joint, and that can just assist the spine and also the abdominals. Good. One more each side. I'm going to do 1.5 because of where I was at. We're meet together with both knees off to the left, relaxing down towards the earth. Take the left hand on the right thigh. And if it feels comfortable to turn your gaze to the right, then do so. If this is a little bit much on the lumbar, go ahead and prop the thighs up with a blanket or a block. In my practice, I'll typically teach to keep the right shoulder down on this one, so we get the stability of earth under our shoulder joint. One more breath. And then release that hand. Inhale, rise up to center. Bring the prop with you, perhaps, for low back stability. And then exhale the knees to the right. Perhaps look to the left. And full deep breaths. Left shoulder remains on the mat. Right hand can go to the thigh for an assist. Good. Release the hand. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release both feet down to the mat. Good. And then we'll start with a spinal undulation here. So we'll inhale, lift the hips, take the arms up overhead, pelvis lifts. Breathe for 3 breaths here in this lifted bridge pose. And then lift the heels and lower down, roll your spine down from top to bottom, releasing the arms by the sides. Good. Then again, inhale, press through the heels, lift the hips. Pelvis up, arms go up and over. Breathe here, hips lifted, arms up overhead. Root the heels down. Good. Then lift the heels lower from top to bottom. Roll the spine into the mat, tucking the tailbone towards the sky. Low back's the very last thing to touch. Good. Again, press through the heels. Inhale, lift. Hold the pose, not the breath. Find that bridge pose. Good, then lift the heels, lower down. Nicely done. Release the arms down. Then keep the arms at the sides this time as we inhale, lift up. Press both palms into the mat, palms face down, and then walk the fingers down towards the heels, shrugging the shoulders down the back a little bit more. Then lift the chin off the chest. If it feels comfortable to stay with this, work this, or interlace the fingers behind and lift the hips just a little higher. Maybe the fingers, pinky fingers tuck in, and the elbows press down into the mat. Good. Release the arms. Up overhead, lift heels, and lower down all the way through. Nicely done. Pause, feel there. Arms come down. Good. And then let's exhale, take both knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze again. Let's come up nice and easily. Right arm overhead, roll to the right. Roll all the way around and up to a comfortable seat. Okay, so we arrive together in a comfortable seat. Let's actually take a little bit of support under the pelvis. Beautiful. Okay, let's send the left leg long and the right knee draws in. So we sit in this Marichyasana position, lifting and lengthening upward. And then let's take the right arm up. Exhale, take it behind the back. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, cross that left elbow across the right thigh and twist towards the right. Right hand is a kickstand behind, and we have a nice tall spine. Keep the twist and de-rotate the head. Look over the left shoulder. And release. Go ahead and take that right leg. This time, take it around on top of that left leg into Gomukhasana. Sole of the foot faces away. Inhale, let's lift both arms high to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, come forward. Now, as you've probably noticed, we're doing a little bit of reverse in this class. So we're doing our seated poses first. So just simply notice how it feels to start with the seated posture. Where are the hips at? Where's the back at right now? How does it feel? Perhaps we get a little more sensation in certain areas by starting in reverse order. Might let us learn something new about the pose or about our bodies. Good. One more breath. And then inhale, we rise up. Let's take one more twist. Inhale, left arm goes up to the sky. Exhale, take the left elbow on the right thigh and then take the two hands to prayer. Press the right palm into the left and lengthen your heart forward as we turn the chest. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly unwind, release, and release that right leg forward. Let's draw the left knee into the chest. Left foot right about at the level of that right knee. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, come across. Now, if these seated poses feel challenging on the low back, put a little more lift under the lumbar. That can be really useful. Let's turn the head and gaze all the way over that left shoulder. Notice there's no break in my wrist, so fingertips to elbow is one straight line of energy. Good. De-rotate the head. Slowly release the pose. Let's take that left leg across. Foot comes towards the outer hip. Inhale, both arms rise to the sky. Exhale and fold. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale and fold. Full deep breath. Whatever pose we go to, we invite the breath to stay long. And if there is a preference, typically in asana, it's for a longer exhale. That cultivates an ability for more space for the next inhale. Good. Inhale, we rise up. Let's take the right arm, reach up. Exhale, come into twist. Prayer twist, elbow to the thigh, and left hand presses. Use that left hand to grow your heart forward as it presses into the right. Good. Lift the top chest. Full deep breath. Good. And release, unwind. Let's go ahead and uncross the legs and roll all the way to hands and knees. I'll meet you guys in downward facing dog, please. Let's lift those hips up and back. Exhale takes us back to dog pose. Press the hands down forward. Lengthen the pelvis up and back. Good. Inhale, lift the heels, come forward, top of a push-up, plank pose. Walk your feet back as necessary, and then draw the navel up and in. Head is neutral, part of the rest of the spine. Good. Let's do a little bit of core work. So lift the right foot just inches off the mat, 2 inches or so. Good. And then draw the right knee towards the right upper armpit. Exhaling. And then inhale, press the foot back. Exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale, press back. One more. Exhale, draw in. And inhale, press back. And lower that foot. Let's have the right hand down, right foot down, Vashisthasana side plank. Lift the left arm up to the sky. Gaze goes up. Right knee could come down as a variation, always an option in Vashisthasana side plank. Otherwise, legs zip together. Inhale, exhale, the left arm up over the ear. Both hands come down. Let's go back to downward facing dog. Lift the hips. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift both heels, come forward to plank. And we'll prepare for second side. Probably the shoulders are getting warm. If you need a break, child's pose. Right foot lifts up just an inch or two. Hips are lower or level with the shoulders. Pelvis isn't high. That makes it really easy. Take an inhale. Exhale, the knee comes in. Inhale, go back. Exhale, come in, up towards the armpit. And then back. Good. One more exhale. Inhale, come back. Good. Exhale, left hand down, left foot down, Vashisthasana side plank. Second side. Lift the top arm up, lift the hips, zip legs together. Lift your chest. Roll your shoulders back. Breathe, breathe. Take an inhale, exhale, take the top arm up over the ear. And release that hand down. Let's meet in downward facing dog, please. Oh, come on in, Ella. Downward facing dog. Exhale, up and back. So Ella can tell time, and she knows it's past 6 o'clock, but she's going to be patient and wait for her dinner. Exhale. We're going to practice yoga first. Take a full inhale, full exhale. End of the next breath, bend the knees, look past the hands. Step, walk, or float forward between the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend both knees. Utkatasana, chair pose. Take the arms forward and up. Sit the hips low. Patiently sitting the hips low. And full deep breaths. Good. Inhale, stand tall, open the chest. Exhale, hands to the heart in Samastitihi. Pause, feel this pose. Take a moment, notice the heart rate, notice the temperature of the body. Find your center. So like I mentioned, we're going somewhat in reverse today. Just notice if that affects where you're at in this moment. Or maybe it doesn't. Sometimes taking that opportunity to look at things either upside down or in reverse. Good. And then from here, let's do Surya Namaskara B. Bend the knees, Utkatasana chair. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, out and down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step walker, flip back to plank pose. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift both heels, come forward to plank. Right hand down, Vashisthasana, side plank. Pause here. Maybe right foot comes up to, or left foot rather, goes up to tree pose. Breathe, breathe. Top arm comes over the ear, inhale. Exhale, we slowly release it all down. Go through your vinyasa. Inhale, lift the heart. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, come forward to plank. Left hand comes down, Vashisthasana. Maybe right foot comes up to tree. Lift and breathe. Top arm comes up over the ear. Exhale, release it all down. Lower through. Inhale, lift your heart. Up dog. Exhale, roll it back. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, right leg goes up high to the sky. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Back heel comes down. Inhale, rise up. Nice deep bend in the front knee. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back today. Draw the elbows behind the head. Draw the elbows back. Lift your heart. Inhale here. Exhale, come forward at 45 degrees. Keep the hands there. Draw the navel in. Breathe, breathe. Good. Let's place the belly on the thigh. Keep the belly on the thigh. Lift the back leg up. Keep the hands behind the back. If you wobble or need the arms, then let them come down to the earth. Lift that left leg high. Breathe, breathe. It's supposed to be hard. Don't worry. Good. Inhale. Exhale, a big step back. Warrior one. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, release both arms to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog, or move through a vinyasa. That vinyasa is simply up dog, down dog, chaturanga dandasana, all of that in its own order. Inhale, left leg goes up and back. Exhale, step it through, warrior one. Inhale, we rise up. Interlace the fingers. Roll the elbows back. Lean into those shoulder blades. Inhale here. Exhale, come forward at 45 degrees. Draw the navel in. Pause, feel. Draw the navel in. Good. Then place the belly on the thigh and lift the back leg up. Up and back. Belly stays to the thigh. Find your gaze. Lift the leg as high as it'll go. Elbows back. Inhale here. Big exhale steps us back. Inhale rises us up. The exhale, release the arms. Go through your flow or meet in downward facing dog. Exhale, take it back. Good. Full deep breaths in down dog. Consider resting in child's pose if your body's asking for it. Good. And then the next exhale, bend the knees, look past the hands, step, walk, or float forward between the hands. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Bend both knees to chair. Rise the upper body up. Inhale, stand tall. Let's take a baby back bend. Open the chest. Exhale, hands to Samasthiti. Beautiful. Second set, we'll do different standing poses, okay? Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Forward, out, and down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, step, walk, or float through. Lower. Inhale, lift. Open the chest. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right leg goes up and back. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Warrior two with the legs. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, take it all the way to reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Take it up and over. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, all the way up and over. One more. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extend. Pause and breathe. Either keep this arm position or take the top arm behind the back and the lower arm behind the leg and find your bind. Gradually release. Inhale, rise up to warrior two. Exhale, let's simply turn the legs to parallel. Inhale, the arms are wide. Exhale, take the hands behind the back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. See the world upside down. Pause, feel, breathe here. Inhale, rise up, lift your head. Good. Exhale, turn the feet to the back. The left side as the front foot and bend the front knee. Take the arms to warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale to reverse. Inhale through warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Take it up and over. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, take it to reverse. Inhale, move with your breath. My breath is simply one way, one timing. You go with your breath. Good. Pause, feel, breathe here. Reach it up and over. Either stay with this or add the bind. Slowly release. Rise up. Exhale, both hands towards what's the back of your mat. Step to plank pose. Lower through. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, over the toes, down dog. 5 breaths. Patiently breathing. Allowing your exhale to be a little longer than the inhalation. Good. Let's take a full deep inhale. And at the end of the next exhale, bend the knees, look past the hands, step, walk, or float forward between the hands. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend both knees to chair. Rise the upper body up. Same inhale, let's stand tall, open the chest. Exhale, Samastitihi. Nicely done. Third set, we'll add on. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Inhale. As we exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Feel the long spine. Exhale, step walker, float back. If you're feeling a little bit tired, just hold in plank pose. Exhale, we take it back to dog. Good. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, warrior one. Rise all the way up. Inhale, high. Exhale, the hands behind the back. Inhale here. Exhale, come forward. And we launch. Body down, leg up. Good. Step it all the way back. And rise and open your hips. Warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale to reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, that extended side angle. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Good. Exhale, both hands behind the back, interlace. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bow forward inside the right knee. Good. Let's lift the back heel. Pivot the back knee down. And then inhale, rise up to low lunge. So we're just changing it up here this time. Back into low lunge or into low lunge for the first time tonight. Lift your gaze. Pause, feel. Fingers down. Pull the fingers apart. Good. Slowly release the hands down to the mat. Step back, top of a push-up plank pose. Lower through. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, take it to downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, turn, pivot, wide fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, peace fingers to the big toes, fold in. Elbows lift, shoulders up the back, or up towards the sky, which is down the back. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the hips, elbows back, rise all the way up. Beautiful. Turn, pivot towards the left foot. Release the hands down to the mat. Step back, top of a push-up. Lower through. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step it through. Warrior one. Inhale, we rise up. You got this. Exhale, the hands behind the head. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, come forward. Draw the navel in. Then pivot that right heel up and lift that right leg up to the sky. Body down, leg up. Breathe, breathe. Good. Bend the front knee. Big step back. Warrior two. Open up the arms. Open up those legs. Good. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, take it to reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Back knee comes down. And we inhale, rise up. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Low lunge. Inhale, lift your chest. Gaze up. Pull the fingers apart as we lift the top chest. Breathe here. Good. Release the arms. Exhale, both hands down. Lift the back knee, step back, plank pose. Lower through. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly and rest the forehead to the mat. Take the hands both underneath the forehead and relax the toes. Good. Lift the right leg up, send it an extra inch back, and draw that right big toe really long behind you. Good. And then lift the left leg up and do the same. Good. Now let's keep the hands where they are and glue to the forehead. And inhale, lift the head and the hands. Elbows wide. Breathe here. Then lift the legs. Good. Release it all down. Bend both knees. Shimmy the shins side to side. Good. Release the legs long. Now let's change it up. Change the perspective. Interlace the fingers behind the head. Both legs long. Inhale, lift the chest. And the elbows lift. Good. And then lift the legs. Lift that head into the hands. Breathe, breathe. Lift everything but your pelvis. Up and up. And release it down. Look to one side. Bend the knees. Shimmy the shins side to side. Nicely done. Third set. Third set's a charm. Okay, let's take the arms by the sides this time. Inhale, lift the chest. Lift the legs. Lift everything but the pelvis and the low ribs up. Good. Bend the knees. Reach back. Find the ankles. Kick the feet into the feet into the hands. Lift your heart. Gaze up. If your body rocks with the breath, allow it to. Everything but the pelvis and the belly button lifts up. Good. Slowly release. All the way down. Look to the other side. Rest. Good. Walk the hands by the sides of the chest. Inhale, let's rise to all fours. Exhale, release the hips back to puppy pose. So hips high, heart melting towards the mat. Draw the navel a little bit in so the tailbone goes a little bit into cat tuck. Fingers crawl out in front like spiders. Good. Now keep all this length. Lift your head. Walk the upper body, hands over to the right. Hips might move just a little bit to the left. Crawl the fingers out. Good. Bend the elbows, lift the head. Walk the whole upper body over to the left. Crawl the fingers out. Release the forehead down. Good. Come back to center. Let's come up onto all fours. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, pull the heart forward. Exhale, navel to spine, chin to chest. Cat tuck. Inhale, tailbone lift, heart forward. Exhale, cat tuck. Let's go through the cycle. Link your movement with the breath. Good. And the next time you come to that cat tuck, keep the cat tuck. Move your hips just a little to the right. Back to center. Keep the cat tuck. Move your hips just a little to the left. Back to center. Good. Release the toes. Let's sit all the way back on the heels. Pause, feel. Spine is vertical. Shoulders, ears, pelvis aligned. Tune into the breath. Good. Let's inhale, take both arms wide out to the side. I'm going to turn just for the cam. Wide out to the side. Exhale, right elbow under the left and give yourself a nice big hug. Rock a little bit side to side. And then please let the forearms touch coming into eagle arms, Garudasana arms. If this is a little too much for the shoulder joints because of the arm situation, just going to send the left arm long and be in this L position with the right elbow. Good. Try to keep the elbows together, lift them up, and then allow the shoulder blades to move down the back. There's a widening across the shoulder blades here. Good. Lift both elbows up a little. And then exhale, round the upper back. Tuck the chin in. Come into a little bit of a cat. Good. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, a little bit of a cat. Good. And go in and out with your breath a couple times. Good. And then inhale, go wide with the arms again. So the right elbow was just underneath. Let's do the opposite. Left elbow underneath. Forearms come together. Oops, let's not forget the hug. Sorry about that. Go ahead and hug first. Reach for your outer shoulders. Beautiful. And then from there, forearms come to touch. Maybe fingers come together or palms. Lift elbows, drop shoulders. There's a broadening across the shoulder girdle here. Good. And inhale. Exhale, round in a bit. Inhale, lift. Movement matches your breath. In and out. If you find a place that feels really nice to breathe into, stay with that. Good. And then slowly release. Notice any sensations in the upper body after all of that work. Beautiful. Okay, let's return to dog pose. Now those shoulder joints have all kinds of space in them that they may not have had just moments ago. So as we press down forward, really make space there on the sides of the shoulders like the banks of the river. Outer shoulders move out. Index fingers press down. So we really contain the pose that way. Very strong and steady through the upper body. Good. Maybe the heels move down towards the mat a little more, even with the shoulder work, and we see that all things are connected. So there's not as much separation between the different areas of the body as there may be perceived to be. Good. And then lower to the knees. Let's rest the arms again. This time let's take the hands by the sides and do what I call penguin hands. So fingers come up, heels flex away. Good. Heel of the hands flex away. Good. And then let's just take the right ear to the right shoulder. And then look to the right thumb. And then turn the head and look up. And then real or a fake yawn. Good. Head to neutral. And then center. And then left ear to the left shoulder. Press the heel of the hands away. And then look to the thumb. And then rotate the head and look up. And then real or a fake yawn. And then head to neutral and then vertical. Good. Again, downward facing dog, please. Good. Inhale from here. And then exhale, slowly bend the elbows and set the elbows down on the mat, parallel to one another. Forearms parallel. Good. And then press into the hands and inhale, rise back up. So we go from dog pose, slowly down to dolphin pose. Elbows draw in, and then we press back up. You got this. I know it's not super easy. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come up. Last one. Exhale, lower, dolphin pose. Forearms root. Pelvis goes up and back. Walk the feet in a little bit. Good. And many of you folk, we practice together a lot. You might stay here, or you might lift one leg and work on your Pinchamaya, your forearm balance, giving it a little hop, lifting up. And then when you're ready to release, child's pose. Everyone come on down. Good. How did that one go? Would you like to try it at a wall? I think that can be very beneficial in this particular pose. So you might turn to a wall, forearms down, tuck the toes, lift the hips, walk it in. Now look to your thumbs, lift one leg and give it a little lift. We'll meet again in child's pose when you're ready. Good. And then rise up to a seat on the heels, and then stand on the knees, and let's walk up to the top of our mat. I'm going to turn to the side just for ease of the cam. So find your Tadasana. Inhale, take your arms wide. Reach the fingers out wide. Right knee into the chest. Right leg comes across for eagle. Right elbow under the left. Sit low. You've been here before with the upper body, so now we probably feel a lot through the lower body. Level the hips. Soar forward. Coming on down with those elbows. Soar back to center. Slowly unwind. Arms wide and release. Shake it out. Good. Inhale, both arms wide. Exhale, bend the knees. Left leg comes up and over. Left arm comes underneath. Sit the hips low. And level. Good. Inhale from here. Exhale, soar forward. Parallel with the back. Parallel with the forearms. To the ground. Inhale, we rise up. Release, unwind, go wide. And all the way release. Good. Let's stand with the feet hips distance apart. Take the hands to the pelvis. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, let's lengthen, fold forward. Go ahead and take the fingers right up into those hip creases and just gently press your two fingers into the hip creases and notice all that space that's made there right above the thighs. We call that the groin. And then if you can press in there a little bit and inhale, lengthen the heart forward. And then exhale, fold in a little more deeply from that region. And then let the hands hang and the upper body hang. And the head hang. Good. And then let's bend the left knee and walk the fingers over to the left and peek underneath the right arm. The right leg is straight if it can be. Maybe walk the fingers over just a little more and peek over to the right just a little more. Good. Release to center. Bend both knees a little. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward, long spine. Exhale, fold. Find that space in the inner groin where we fold up and over like the waterfall. Good, and then bend the right knee. Walk both hands over to the right. Crawl the fingers over there. And then look underneath that left armpit. Good. Return to center. Let both knees bend a little bit. Good. And then take both hands to the thighs. Inhale, rise the upper body halfway up and then all the way up to center. Find your standing pose, Tadasana. Maybe the feet come together. Close the eyes. Let's join together for one round of Om. Full deep inhale. Exhale completely. Center your practice with one Om. Beautiful. Let's draw the right knee into the chest. An option to do figure 4, sitting the hips back, or Ardha Baddha Padmasana. The foot comes into the upper thigh. There's external rotation, maybe a bind behind the back, and then we fold forward. My bind, it's easier for me to get the bind when I fold forward a little bit to go there, so that might work for you as well. And then fold in. So figure 4 works really well here, or this pose that I'm demoing. Inhale, we rise back up and slowly release. Let that go. Second side, lift the knee, externally rotate. Perhaps start with the figure 4. If this works really well for you, stick with that. Or draw the foot all the way up into the hip crease. Find the bind. Right arm comes up. And we exhale, fold. So that emperor's squat works really well. You might go there. This bind is a little bit interesting on most knees. Inhale, we rise up. And exhale, release. Unwind, give it a little shake out. Good, and then we'll step both feet wide apart. Go on the long side of your mat for a wide-legged forward fold. We return here to this classical, very resetting to the spine pose. So wide-legged forward fold, toes forward. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift your chest. Exhale, lengthen, fold forward. Now tonight, you go ahead and take any foot position arm position you want. So maybe hands stay here on the hips, elbows draw back, or maybe the fingers interlace and the arms reach up and over. Or we did earlier, peace fingers to the big toes, or grab the ankles. Lots of options. Lift the head. Inhale, rise up. Good. Go ahead and turn both feet towards the front of your mat and step all the way back to downward facing dog. Last dog pose of practice. Find your best dog yet. Good. Lower to the knees. Take the right knee in front and the left knee behind it. Take your feet wide and then sit the hips back somewhere between the heels, maybe all the way down to the mat or maybe floating like I'm demoing somewhere back there. I like here for the hands to come forward, get some space in the side body. Encourage the chest forward. Good. Inhale, release, rise up to all fours. Switch the left knee to the front, right knee behind, shins wide, and sit the hips back. Good. Walk the hands in. Inhale, rise up to all fours. Let's take the right leg just simply back behind us on all fours or on all threes now. Just stretch that leg back. Good. Now keep the left hand down, left knee down, and open the chest out to the right. Open the hip out to the right. Take that top arm up. Good. Bend the back knee, reach back. Go ahead and kick that foot into the hand. Gaze up. Press the back of the right knee, top knee away. Good. Slowly release. And set both knee and hand down. And we'll do second side. Left leg goes back. Right hand down, right knee down. Open it up. Bend the back knee, reach back. Kick the foot into the hand. Gaze up. Slowly release. And unwind. Good. Please return to child's pose. Good. Walk the hands in. And we'll start to come all the way around and down for final relaxation. So as I mentioned before, it might be nice to extend the legs and have a blanket or something over the body, or maybe simply a warm layer. I know that it's generally summer. We're not that cool, but energetically, that layer of support can be nice. Then come to rest. Let's take a deep and full inhale. Come back to the exhale out through the mouth. Please invite your breath to deepen. And gently come back to this space by touching the tips of each finger lightly to the thumb, perhaps lightly clenching the hands. Rotate wrists and ankles. And as we exhale, draw both knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. Let's go ahead and come around and up to a comfortable seat of choice. Sit with tall spine and lifted heart. And we'll close practice with one round of Om, and then part of the Shantipat chant for peace. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. So when you're ready, take a full deep inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale to Om. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May there be peace for all, and may that peace, real peace, be ours. Very loose translation, actually. Have a great night. Thank you for being here. And whenever you're watching, thank you for being here. Yeah, it's been wonderful. If you can always catch these restreams on my YouTube channel. And I am right now teaching occasionally at the beach in Seabright. So if you are local and would like to come to outdoor yoga, I will be doing that basically every other Saturday. That's what I'm going for. So if you want to be in touch on that, send me a message and I'll put you on my email list. Okay? Thanks much.